there, my name is Adela Kingsley James once again, and I'm back and excited to be able to share from our hearts. I got my guest again because he's dropped so many diamonds the last time. I thought he has to come back again. Yes? And he'll introduce himself when I'm done introducing myself, and also asking that you subscribe. Please do that, please, so that we can keep growing. We're looking to hit 1,000 subscribers and followers in a month, and I'm sure that you're going to be able to help us get it. Yes? The next thing that I want you to do is click the notification bell so that you can get our videos as they drop and you don't miss any of the diamonds that we bring, and eventually share me and us with other people so that they can also get value and benefits that you're getting by listening to us. So,
yeah, thank you very much. My name is Chidi. I said, my life was an investment bank, but now I'm a teacher.
Yes, he's a teacher, not a farmer. Teacher, okay, all right. So, I get a lot of people asking me about how to see, how to visualize. When I speak to clients and I tell them to close their eyes, and I want to draw pictures for them, because we may not all know, but we think in words and in pictures. So if I said think of a pink elephant, you most likely will be seeing a pink elephant just because I've mentioned it, even if you've never seen one. But in your mind's eye, you start to almost visualize it. It's the same thing as when you are seeing things. Now, I've seen people who say, oh, I don't know how to see. So if I say see money, they're like, I can't see. Is there something wrong with my eyes? And I say, well, not everybody is a natural seer. So some people say to me that they're not able to see when I say close your eyes and let's visualize certain things. And I know you will say something different too, but I'm just saying what I've heard. I know that some people feel, I know some people hear. I think we've got different gifts that you can increase or expand on. But what do you think about that? Do you think everybody can see?
Everybody imagines.
Yeah.
Because imagination is one of the creative faculties we are born with.
Right.
A kid that watches TV, watches a program, Power Ranger, imagines things and climbs and wants to dive and pulls down everything.
Mm-hmm.
But as time goes on,
yeah,
we begin to clip those tendencies.
Mm-hmm.
Sit like a girl,
Mm-hmm.
don't climb,
Mm-hmm. Don't cry.
Don't cry.
Mm-hmm.
You go to school,
Mm-hmm.
in school we say,
stop daydreaming.
yes,
Mm-hmm.
Tunde doesn't pay attention. Meanwhile, Tunde is imagining things, want to
Draw,
this, draw that, draw.
Yes.
So when you clip all this, they become different human beings.
Right.
But for the lucky ones, later in life, they will begin to ask themselves questions. What do I really want? You can reconnect with those days of childhood.
Mm-hmm.
Some lose it forever.
Mm-hmm.
And they begin to take instructions from people for the rest of their life.
Right.
These are the people that end in 95. I'm not saying 95.
It's bad.
So everybody sees. You can imagine
Mm-hmm.
if you win a lottery, $10 million, and you want to build your dream home. If you call 5 renowned architects, you can tell them what you want.
Yeah.
You tell them where you want your room to be, your dressing, your bathroom. You're seeing it in your mind's eye.
Mm-hmm.
They can come up with a house that has not been built anywhere.
Yeah.
So your imagination can take you from where you are and where you want to be.
Yeah.
So since it's God given, those who don't seem to imagine are people who have only been using that creative faculty of imagination. Because the law of nature, what you don't use,
you lose.
You lose.
Right.
If you tie your one hand behind your back and you exercise this every day for 1 year, your biceps and triceps will form.
Yeah.
But you need a physiotherapist to teach you how to now use this. So we all see. The question is, what are you saying?
So is it easy? Is the first step, what do you want before you can see it? Because of course, the more clear it is. If I say see number 55, you can see it immediately. But if I say see a number between 1 and 100, what number would you really see?
There's imagination, there is visualization.
Yes.
The imagination is creating a mental picture of what does not exist
yes.
to exist.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
I can imagine owning a $10 million house.
Mm-hmm.
I've created that image in my head.
Mm-hmm.
The next thing is to creatively visualize it.
Mm-hmm.
Because human beings that we think in pictures.
Mm-hmm.
So for me to creatively visualization is bringing the feeling bringing the feeling into it.
Right.
That $10 million, I'll live in that house. I'll marry a beautiful girl. I'll go on
Marriage does not have to be beautiful. Okay, but keep going.
So these are the things you want. Thinking about, you see that girl, you bought her Ferrari, you see her step on, you go to church, you go to. Then you go on.
I'm already seeing it as you're saying it.
You go on
I feel like I'm that girl in the Ferrari.
you go on a trip, stay at Astoria, swimming pool.
Your vision is big, man.
You can meet my use
Yes.
You can even delve into sexual experiences, get to have one and work. You can see all these things, but you feel it. So everybody does that.
Absolutely.
You know?
So the clearer, the better.
Of course. The clearer, but you need to connect. It boils down to what do you really what connects with yourself? What do you really want?
Yes. And you know, as you're saying it, I mean, I'm a very visual person. So most times I don't really close my eyes. I think I'm a recovered masculine woman. I'm not sure I've dropped it 100%, but I'm a recovered, absolutely only masculine woman. And so when people are speaking, I tell them stop, and they say, why is it? Because I can see more than you have even said. So I'm already picturing the thing that you're talking about, and I've added my own pieces to it because I'm also a creative person. So I'm like, okay, how do I then teach people? How do we advise people? One, to also be very careful of what they focus on, because whatever you focus on grows. And so if you're focusing totally on negative stuff, that's what you're going to get. But also when you then focus and imagine and visualize positive stuff, that's what you're going to get as well. Some people don't know that their thoughts are creative. Some people don't know that whatever you focus on or whatever you imagine all the time, you get, because you create some kind of a burning desire. So what would you advise people in doing when it comes to the creative skill or thing that gift that God has given us, which is imagination?
But the question is, you start with what you want. You want something that would something that you like. You don't start visualizing that you run into an armed robber that shoots you and you die.
But people do that. That's where fear comes from, right? You see a picture that is worse than it really is.
Yes, fear. I mean, when you begin to fantasize, fear is fantasizing about things that are not real.
Right.
Fantasizing experiences that appear real. But if you think about your future, you want the best of yourself.
Yes.
You want the best of
Hopefully.
I met a woman in the construction site carrying mixed concrete. I said, when you're carrying this thing, what comes to mind? He said, I have one boy. And they see that boy, they wear uniform, this choir uniform. Well, that's graduation. So what it means, that's our goal.
Right.
So your goal, if your goal is strong, it pulls you across rough patches.
Right.
So if you think about your tomorrow with an elevated emotion of what you want, it helps pull you
there.
To pull you, to help you to walk through rough patches. But if you don't have a goal, they say if you don't have a goal,
doesn't matter.
Even if you have a goal that is not strong, you do whatever.
You get whatever.
But if you have a goal that resonates with your soul, you do whatever it takes to achieve that. That's why desire is the first step in value creation.
Right. After decision. Or before, maybe before. But anyways, I'm sure that you've learned something from us today. I think it's very important. I think even for me as a hypnotherapist, it's very important to focus on the things that will empower you and not the things that will disempower you. We think between 50 to 75,000 thoughts a day. Most of them are repetitive. What are you focusing on? Whatever you focus on, the more you'll get, because that's the energy you're putting out there. And whether we like it or not, we're all a ball of energy, and everything is around energy. Everything. So if you remember that, and you remember that the things that you focus on should be the things that you really, really want, not the things that you do not want, and not the things that will disempower you and make you afraid. That's how I'm going to wrap this up. Do you have anything?
That's exactly, because what you focus on, you expand. But
Yeah.
incidentally, out of fear, out of limiting beliefs,
Yeah.
people focus on what they don't want.
Yeah. Oh, we know what we don't want. We're masters.
As a young lady, what kind of man would you want to
I don't want a man that cheats. That's
No,
specific.
Because you may marry a man that doesn't do all that.
But
Just
does-
a month, and-
Exactly, and doesn't do any of the things that you want because you were never clear. So it's one thing I always say. So I allow people finish all the things they don't want. I say, okay, fantastic. So now what do you want? And most times they don't know because we're being so used to only focusing on the things that we do not want that we never actually sit down to learn what we do. So that's another thing that we're leaving with you today. First, know what you want, and then make sure that it's something that is empowering and will take you a step closer to being that person that you want to be. Then you can create a path, isn't it? And then you can get it, and then you can keep imagining it, you can keep visualizing it until it becomes real. Yes? Okay. Love and light, and see you some other time shortly. Take care.